Did you order pizza?
No. What do we got?
Is that a pizza box or a base?
I came into the pawn shop today to sell my 2016 Chicago Cubs base. This is the granddaddy of baseball memorabilia. I'm looking to sell the base because I'm not a big Cubs fan, and I think that there's Cubs fans out there that would really appreciate this probably a little bit more than I do.
I mean, it's pretty cool, dude. So this was from the World Series when the Cubs finally won a World Series.
Correct. This is actually the first base from the 7th through 9th innings of Game 2, which marks the first time that the Cubs won a World Series game since 1945.
And that's why they're known as the lovable losers. I guess not anymore, but...
Well, I mean, it'll probably be 100 years before they win another World Series, at least. So where'd you get it?
Actually, you can get them from Major League Baseball. They sell the game-used memorabilia after the fact. And I bought a huge collection of World Series bases months back, and this is probably one of my best ones that I own right now.
Okay. How much for it?
I'm looking to get $30,000 for it.
$30,000. How'd you come up with that number?
The Game 7 base that was from the last inning went for $101,000. There was another one also from Game 2 that went for $16,000, but this base is from inning 7 through 9. This is the base that you want. The other one was more 3rd to 4th inning, so that's why I think that the value of this is unprecedented.
It was a big World Series, I'll give you that. But I have no idea what this thing is worth. Quite honestly, it sounds a little high, but I have a guy who deals in this stuff all the time. Let me give him a call. Let me see what he thinks. Who knows? Maybe there's money here. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. I hope that the person that they bring in can take a look at my base and see the value here and that it is a one-of-a-kind item.
A guy came in the shop with a first base used in the 2016 World Series. The World Series the Cubs won after a 108-year drought. This thing is really cool, but the seller wants $30,000. So I've called in Dan to see if I should swing on this thing or just let it go by.
What do you got here?
It's World Series, first base, Game 2, last inning, right?
Yep.
This base is from a great game. The Cubs did win 5-1, which obviously helps the value of it. So in order to make sure that this is authentic, you want to get to the back and check out the hologram right here. That's an MLB hologram, and you can pull that up on the website. And it is marked by MLB as first base Game 2, set 4. So those are definitely indicators to make sure that it's going to be authentic. It's a really cool base.
All right, so this was like the first game they won in the World Series in like 100 years. I mean, it's got to add something to it. But in the end, what do you think it's worth?
Here's the thing. They swap them out every 2 innings.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 20 bases that you could have access to in buying on Major League Baseball's website from Game 2. And things are pretty much only as hot as at the time. But one thing that this base has going for it that I haven't seen a lot of is that it's got a lot of great game use and all this dirt stuck to it. So as far as value, I think retail-wise in a strong market, it's worth about $15,000.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You got it.
Appreciate it, man.
You got it. Take care. Nice to
Thank
meet
you so much.
Have a good one. This being a base from a Cubs World Series win is really impressive. If Rick's able to get this for a good deal, I think he should definitely buy it. It's something that Cubs fans would die to have.
You're asking how much?
$30,000.
A lot less than the $7,000 I'd give you.
It can go nowhere near that. I mean, this is it's a one-of-a-kind. It's baseball history.
It's one of a kind, but just in that series alone, there was 140 one-of-a-kinds.
Yeah.
And if you think you can get $30,000 for this thing, more power to you. There's Cubs fans out there, and some of them are crazy. So have a good one.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna hold on to it because this $7,000 offer isn't even in the ballpark for what I'm looking for.